This is chapter 5, section 1, Angle Relationships.
Oh,
This sounds
It's easy.
for you.
Easy.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure it's
you have a, what? What did I do wrong?
You have an end.
relationships.
Relationships has an end in it, honey.
Okay, anyway.
Relationships.
Name based on angle. We're going to name some things based on angles. So can you give me some names of things that are based on angles?
Right.
Now, if you, please raise your hand. If you can't answer that, if your hand's not up, then you better be writing these things down.
Oh.
Okay, Jesse? Obtuse is one. Another one?
Isosceles.
No, that's not based on angles. That's based on sides.
Wow.
Right angle is one.
Cute.
All right, so acute. Here's my next question. By a show of hands, who knows what acute means? If your hand's not up, then you better be writing it down.
What's the definition?
Yeah.
Smaller than 90 degrees.
Less than 90 degrees. Make sure you're using your degree symbol if you're writing degrees.
so we're starting to do geometry then?
Part of it, yeah.
Yes.
All right, we also have obtuse. Now by a show of hands again. What is obtuse? I know you're writing, so. Josh?
More than 90 degrees.
Greater.
Greater.
Greater than 90 degrees and,
Less than 180.
thanks Josh.
You're
All right,
welcome.
so your angle is greater than 90 degrees. Wow. And less than 180.
Would you like to take an eraser to your wrist?
That would be hilarious.
Are you really going to do that? Because that'd be awesome.
No.
Darn it.
All right, and then you said right angle.
Right.
And everybody should know what a right angle is. It
Can we raise your
equals
hand though?
exactly 90 degrees. All right, so those are names based on angles. Got it?
Yep.
All right. So, by a show of hands, what is a straight angle?
Yes, I know this one.
On.
I forget.
Faith.
180 degrees.
Yeah, it's 180 degrees.
I knew that.
So what is 180 degrees? What does it look like?
Flat line.
Straight line.
Now this is important that you understand that it's a straight line. Anytime you have a straight line, you need to be thinking it's 180 degrees. That's important for the other stuff we're going to be talking about. Got it? And here's a straight line, and we measure it like this. So that's 180 degrees. All right, next. You have to memorize this.
What?
Since you don't remember it, it's complementary.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I remember.
Complementary angles by show of hands after you're done writing it down. Complementary angles.
Is that an S?
This?
Semicolon?
Yes.
Okay.
Complementary angles. Who knows what complementary angles are? Branson.
Isn't it when that angle had up to 90 degrees?
Yep. Two angles measuring 90 degrees. So here's an example.
90 degrees? Oh yeah.
Okay. So let's say this one is 70 and this one's 30.
That's 100 degrees.
Oops, I'm sorry. 20 degrees. Thank you.
I think I said
Make a mistake.
That's a mistake. You
Whole semester I have 4. I'll take that. All right. So 70 and 20. So there you go. I have it right on here. I just didn't copy it. All right. So complementary. Two angles measuring 90 degrees when you add them together. Got it?
Yeah.
Right. Supplementary. What did you say?
Math teacher. That's mean.
Copy down, then by show of hands, what's supplementary mean? Show
Why
of
is there an
hands.
S to semicolon thingy?
Angle.
What?
Angle.
Oh, I get it.
Jacob,
Two angles that equal 180
two angles measuring 180.
That one's an easy one.
Alright, so I don't have any letters on this one. So that's 45 degrees. So what's the other one?
Nine, 45.
135. Good job.
Good job,
I
Banana.
have no idea how I thought that.
Okay, so this is very important that we get this. We understand those things. Now, ready to go on?
Oh, no, wait.
Mary.
Slow down, Jesse.
What is that word number thingy at 40?
This right here?
Yep.
45, and that's 135.
Dang it. Okay, I'm ready.
This is
What's wrong there?
Yes.
Now, this is important for your geometry class and what we're going to do in this chapter. When
Geometry.
talking about angles, or no, degrees. No, angles. Talking about an angle, we use 3 letters. Unless it's obvious which angle you're talking about. Okay? So here's an example. If I have this angle here, A, B, C, it is okay if you call this angle B. You do not need 3 letters there. You use the vertex to describe the angle. That is about the only time you can use just 1 letter. So when you start putting other angles with it, everybody draw this. And you say angle B, which angle are we talking about? You can't tell, can you?
One in your mind.
No, I mean, I'm specifically talking about one angle. You can't say angle B. So therefore, we need 3 letters. Now here's the trick with 3 letters. I don't care what the first letter is and the third letter is, but the middle letter better be the vertex of the angle you're talking about. So that's the point. Your middle letter of the 3 letters has to be the vertex. Got it? Alright, so let's name all the angles. Shall we? Give me an angle, Muffy. No, on the letters. Patty, go ahead.
3, like A, B, and D.
A, B, D is 1. Okay. And Addie?
BCE or ABC.
Now, she said BCE would be this angle
Oh.
right here.
Then CB.
CBE, okay. Angle
Good job.
CBE.
Good job.
Thank
E.
you.
That's good. Yes. DBE. Now notice the notation with the angle on. So I'm talking about the angle. I'm talking about the picture. Yeah? Go ahead, give me another one. DBC. Is there another one? Yes, just
Angle ABE.
ABE.
Good job, Justin.
Wait, ABC?
That would be a straight angle. That'd be all right. We don't normally mention them, but yeah.
Bless you.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, that one. When talking about degrees, we use M. So I'm going to put some degrees in here. talking about the angle, the picture. This time we're going to talk about the degrees, the number value of the angles. So, what is, and M stands for measure, what is the measure of angle ABD? Measure of angle ABD. Quentin?
45 degrees.
45 degrees. So, when you see the M, we're talking about an equal, a value, an amount, a number. Remember when we talk about congruence and similarity, they have different symbols. Alright? But if we're talking about the length of a side of a picture, a shape, when we used a number value, you used an equal sign. If you wanted to say that one side was congruent to another side, you use the congruent symbol. Okay, so the symbols all mean something. So you need to make sure that you know when you're using an equal sign, a congruent symbol, or a similarity symbol. It sounds simple, but you need that for geometry. It helps you with doing proofs and stuff. All right, so the measure of ABD, Quentin said it was 45 degrees. All right, the measure of angle DBE equals DBE. By show of hands, who knows this? When you're done writing, raise your hand if you know it. Everybody know what angle DBE is? I think everybody does. I just give you a chance to catch up. You guys know what it is? DBE, the angle, the measure of it. All right, now who wants to answer? All right, Ram. 90 degrees. DBE. So this little symbol here means 90. The other way, if I didn't even have that symbol in here, how could you figure it out?
Turn it down.
The
Adding those
Just
up.
look at it.
Effie
Adding those up.
gives you 90.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with this angle?
Oh, it's a right angle.
But I took the right angle symbol out. How do you know it's a right angle?
Because when you,
Oh.
Hannah,
if you,
go ahead.
you add those two together, and you get 90 degrees, but those two equal 180 together. You
Yeah.
just-
This is a straight angle. ABC is a straight angle we already talked about, which equals 180 degrees. So these three angles together must add up to 180. So if these two are 90, that leaves 90 left. All right, so that's 90 degrees. And the last one, the measure of angle EBC is what, Branson?
45 degrees.
45 degrees. All right, good. Now let's talk about a couple other things here. All right? Adjacent. Now, this is something you have to memorize as well. So by a show of hands, after you write the word adjacent down, raise your hand if you know what adjacent means. No, you can't look at your book. That means you don't know it.
It's cold here.
Yes.
Not.
By a show of hands, who knows what adjacent means? Okay, so you've had it before, you just don't remember it. Therefore, we're going to write it down to put it in your memory. Nephew, what's adjacent?
I think it means something that's like almost the same to like, I don't know, it's just.
Kind of. But
Isn't it where like it's the angle across from it?
close. We're coming up to that. How about the angles, two angles, share a common side. Two angles that share a common side. So, looking back at this figure here, angle ABD and angle, which one, what's the next angle? There's a couple possibilities you can give me. Yeah, Quentin.
EBC.
I'm sorry?
EBC.
Okay, now I said ABD, EBC is over here. Do either of these sides, are either of them the same as these sides?
No. It would
It's the
be
same angle, not the same side. DVE, the BD ray here is that they share this side right here, don't they? Okay. So DBE is a possibility. You could say DBC. But notice one of the letters has to be the same. Okay? Alright, so they're sharing, these two angles here are adjacent to each other. They share a common side. Alright. Congruent. Everybody should know what congruent means.
Oh, I forget.
Congruent angles.
Oh, I know.
What are congruent angles? Yes.
Same size and same shape.
Same size, same shape.
Same color.
So, Liam.
Same shape but different size.
No, they're the same size. Similarity is same shape but different size. Okay? So congruence, here's the important part here. We're talking about congruence. We're not talking about equals. So if I say angle ABD, that is congruent to angle what? Yes. EBC.
Oh, that one I only got.
If I want to talk about equality, I would say the measure of angle ABD is equal to the measure of angle EBC. And these two go hand in hand when you're doing proofs in geometry, which you don't know about yet. You kind of do it already, but you don't really call it that. Yeah.
So the congruent thingy symbol is the equal sign blue.
Yeah. So this is really what we're talking about. You didn't even need to write this second part down. I'm just giving you a heads up, trying to plant the seed for when you get to geometry. All right.
I'm never gonna get to geometry.
I mean, yeah, next year you'll have geometry. Well, or your sophomore.
Yeah.
Okay, this is important. This is where students seem to struggle. I don't understand if it's too abstract for you or what it is, but some students struggle with this. Now, vertical angles. Vertical angles, they are non-adjacent. So what does that mean?
It means they don't share the same.
Yeah, they do not share a common side, so do not give me two angles that share a common side and call them vertical. So they're not adjacent angles. We call it opposite angle. Opposite angles. That's the term what we like to use. What are the opposite angles? Most of us don't use vertical for the terminology. They are also equal. Angles are equal. So you need those two things. Angles are equal. So let's draw a picture.
Oh, I like
We already have a picture.
Everybody draw a straight line up and down. And then draw an X that meets on the line.
I remember this.
Okay, so everybody put the 1 in the 3 o'clock position.
And the clock is 3.
And then go counterclockwise. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, this was always hard for me.
I know.
Well, this is why I'm doing it.
That's right.
Now, each of these angles, we don't need 3 letters because each angle is labeled. So I can say angle 1, you'll know which angle I'm talking about. All right. I want to know what vertical or opposite angles are.
5 and 2.
5 is this angle with this line, right? And this line. Now, because I done that, you should be able to see that 2 shares the exact same lines. Therefore, they are vertical and opposite each other. So angle 2 is equal to angle 5.
Is that right?
Or you just say angle 2 and angle 5. Let's do it that way. So those are vertical angles. So what you do is you just kind of draw the lines through whichever angles they go around. So if I want to do angle 3, then it's this line and this line. So which is opposite angle 3? 6. There you go. So angle 3 and angle 6. And then what do you have left?
4 and 1.
Yeah, 1 and 4. Notice that they're opposite of each other. Okay, so that's where we get the term opposite. So angle 4 and angle 1. Got it?
I'm
Did
kind
you have to take geometry in high school to be a pilot?
You don't even have to graduate to be a pilot.
Did you graduate?
So you get your pilot's license.
Yeah, I'm getting it at the end of this year to keep my grades up. My parents are gonna give me.
You know the program.
Yeah.
What for an airplane?
You will use some geometry in your maps and stuff, but you don't have to
Cause
graduate.
I wanna be a commercial
Now, if
pilot.
you want to actually work for a business, they're going to want you to have graduated and stuff. So. All right. So that's that. Any questions? Assignment.
Yeah, darn it.
Darn.
Oh, I thought you were ready for that.
Page 198, 1 and 25 all, 30 and 31. So 27 problems. Okay.
It's a lot of homework. 498.
I missed that one,
And then I just press that again.
Right?